Hi guys, so my name's Maddie and I'll be showing you a little bit of my internship today. So if you read my introduction post, you might remember that I work for the MLA doing UX research for their site HCommons, which I'm showing you here. So here's the homepage. Basically, HCommons is for scholars in the humanities to share their work as well as read about work that other scholars have posted, such as articles and blogs and whatnot that they've worked on. So, like, a main function of the website is to engage with groups. And so you can create a group based on your interest, and other people can join and share work, and you can, connect with scholars that way. So it's a pretty cool way to network within the humanities. And so today I'm working on editing and coming up with questions for the participants that will be helping us conduct our research. So the other intern and I, his name is Andrew, we have been coming up with questions to ask during our interviews. So we'll be interviewing users of the site to get their direct feedback. And so Andrew just messaged me on Slack and he told me that he came up with some more questions, so I was going to take a look at them and maybe add more to what he put down. So we prepared this part of our research by categorizing the different types of users we want to question. So you can see that here in our Google Drive. Andrew went ahead and made some documents for all of the different categories that we have. So we're going to be interviewing some students, independent scholars, group creators, repository users, faculty, grad students, and group members. So these are all people who use this site and who we want their perspective. So, I've already come up with questions for group members, group creators, and independent scholars, as well as students. And then he's doing questions for the others. So after we get done with creating questions, like for example, this is one of the things that I've done. The general questions are the same on all of the documents, but then I went ahead and did that. So we were going to be looking over each other's questions to make sure we have everything down that we need. So today I'll be taking you with me while I look over Andrew's questions because I haven't looked at his yet. So basically what we want to do is just get a good understanding of why they use the site and also like what they like most about it and what they like least about it. So for example, here's some questions that Andrew created for when we interviewed the grad students that use the site. So we want to know why they continue to use HCommons after getting their degrees. And then as well as, do you see yourself using HCommons when you finish your schooling? So I guess it depends on what stage they're in, I guess, of their studies and stuff. But I guess we'll find out more later when we see who we actually will be interviewing. And so, has HCommons helped you in any projects or work you've done? So that would be a good question because then we could get some personal experiences from them. So I think these questions are really good, and I think 4 is a good number as well because we've already come up with a lot of questions, like general questions that we want. So for example, I did the group members. I have 3 here. And then for this one that I did, I have a few more questions that are more specific. So it just depends on how the conversation's going and what kind of answers they give us, but I think it's good to have more questions rather than less questions. Okay, so one thing that I learned from doing this is it's just amazing to do research like this with other people because doing it alone would totally be doable, but when you're working with another person, you can help each other and think of things the other person might not think of, and therefore bring different thoughts and perspectives on each stage of the research. So it's just really nice to be doing this with another person, just to make sure we're getting everything that we need before the interviews and whatnot. So yeah, so here's some more questions that he created for faculty. So, like, would you recommend humanities commons to your students? We could probably put like why or why not. Do you find the content of the site to be useful as faculty? And if so, how? So, like, how are they using it as a faculty member? So yeah, these are really good questions. I think we are really on the same page, which really makes life easier, especially when there's just the two of us. It really helps that we're on the same page with a lot of things. So yeah, these look really great, actually. So yeah, well, thank you so much for coming along with me today, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Bye.